What up, Doe? What up, Doe? Ledge is here. Really, really good and important interview I have upon you all. This is, man, when I came across this earlier this morning, I said, what? I had to do some deep diving, had to check it out myself. I'm here with the league owner himself, Lexx of iBattleTV. My brother, thank you for joining me. You have done something really incredible, man. This iBattleTV app is looking clean. Thank you for joining me, brother.
Thanks, Lee. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Thanks for having me, too.
No problem. I just want to just ask you, first and foremost, when did the talks first begin about this? Because I don't think anybody knew this was coming. Like, when was the first talks about developing an app? When did that happen?
We started discussing making an app about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of King of the Dot and No Coast and Ruin Your Day. A lot of these guys were going to subscription-based programs on Patreon and stuff like that. And I just looked into it, and I didn't really see it as completely worth it. And I kept talking to my partners about how we could, really just be more in control of our own content, especially after Adpocalypse on YouTube when they started cutting our ad money. We went from making upwards of like $1,000 a month to maybe like $100, and
Wow.
we had to do something, and we were working on it for a while, and then Smack dropped their app. So
Ooh, so wait, so you guys were working on your app before they even dropped theirs?
we've been working on it for 2 years.
2 years. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we've been working on it for 2 years. More so just, what we want the functions to be, how it's going to run,
Mm-hmm.
how we're going to make it user-friendly. I'm a fan first, a battler second, and a league owner in the end. And I really just wanted it to be something for all three, So where I tried to make it as, if I was a fan, what would I want from it? If I was a battler, what would I want from it? If I was another league owner, how can I look at this app as something that could help us all instead of direct competition, And here we are 2 years later, and I really do feel like it's the best thing for the holy trinity of battle rap, for the battle rappers, the fans, and the owners.
Yeah, like I said, the layout is outstanding. Now, honestly, when the URLTV app came out, and salute to them because their app is good too. How closely were you paying attention to some of their strengths and weaknesses to figure out what to do and what not to do when it comes to developing your own app?
I want to say that I pay pretty close attention to most things happening in battle rap. I'm a business owner, so I like to know what's going on in the industry that my business is involved in, So I would say that I was playing a close ear to what's going on with the URL app, but definitely not with the intentions of, like, I want to make everything that they fucked up on completely perfect while doing the Birdman hand rub. You know what I mean? It wasn't like plotting on the motherfuckers, but I was definitely playing a close ear to what was going on with them because, they are spearheading the battle rap culture, and if there's anything that I could better our impact on the culture, I will, and that's pretty much what I had to do. We have a lot of features that people were complaining about with the URL app. You can cast it to your TV. That's one thing I knew people were complaining about.
Mm-hmm.
We have background play, which means you could close the app, go onto Facebook, and still watch the battle and
That's
listen to the battle.
so important. Bless you.
We have the pay-per-views and the VODs available on the app. So that way you don't need to go onto a website or any extra stuff to watch the pay-per-view. You can just open your app, purchase it.
Now,
if you're subscribed, it'll already be there for free. And
at any point, did you guys have a conflict with doing that? Because, there's a different type of bag when you kind of have it separate. You got the app money, then you got the pay-per-view money. Was there any concerns maybe we should keep this separate, or was you just full on board with it?
Not really because our app subscription is $25 a month, where compared to URL's $8 a month, it's obviously ours is a lot bigger, but we are including the pay-per-view and the VODs within the subscription. So pay-per-views and VODs are $30 each. The subscription's $25. You're saving $5 a month if you're watching monthly. Sometimes, I know this month, November, we have 2 events this month. We have one November 9th and one November 23rd. If you are subscribed, you get both for $25. You're saving $25, $30 this month if you're subscribed.
That's crazy. That you talk about being consumer friendly. That's super friendly right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I said, man, I'm a fan first. You know, I really want it to be user friendly. There is something there for everybody. You know, if you're not watching monthly, you don't have to subscribe. That's okay. That's really just for our fans who are buying everything, and it's for them to save money. You know. But if that's a little too pricey for you, we do have individual pay-per-views monthly where you don't have to subscribe. If that's not something that you're into, let's say you only want to watch 2 or 3 battles that are on that pay-per-view, we'll also be putting battles up for single sale, anywhere from $2.99 to $4.99. So it really is something there for everybody. And you know what? If you're like, I don't really give a fuck to pay for anything, we have our entire catalog of battles, and we'll still be dropping battles for free 60 to 90 days after they happen.
And that's the key thing. That is so dope. Especially, I think a lot of people are going to go towards, because, you know, battle rap is a lot of word of mouth. So there's a pay-per-view going on. There might be one standout battle within that pay-per-view that kind of gets the whole culture going. And for that to be able to purchase singularly is a fucking asset. You guys are geniuses for doing that.
Well, a lot of our league, a lot of independent league, period, are really more so talent agencies than they are actual circuits.
Correct.
Right? So at the end of the day, a lot of our battlers are artists that we're developing. They're not the most popular artists. You know, they're great. They're not bad. They're not whack by any means. They're just not popular. So I don't expect people to spend their hard-earned money on them until they make a name for themselves. So like you said, if someone does have a completely breakout performance that's an unknown battler, it's way more likely that someone goes, you know what, let me put $2.99 down on this battle. I'll check it out. I'm not going to get the $30 pay-per-view for this one guy that I don't know. But exactly. I'll spend $3 real quick and check it out. Yeah. I know I would. I was buying single battles from Don't Flop 3-4 years ago.
That's a fact. I bought a lot of single battles. I remember the Just Juice card he had with the St. Louis card that was mad foggy. Yeah, battle rap heads. If you into something, you're gonna put some money into it. That's for sure. Now, I want to ask you about how does this kind of coincide or affect people who follow you guys on YouTube with your YouTube channel? Like, how does the content on there shift now that you have a app that's going to be very successful down the road? What will be on the YouTube?
We're still going to be uploading battles on YouTube. I have 3 different YouTube channels. I have iBattleTv, which is our premier battles. We have iBattle Worldwide, which is our more developing artists that are really using the footage more so for game tapes than promotional use. And we have a 3rd channel, which is the Cease channel, which is more so parodies, kind of like a, Ruin Your Day's Daily Spice type of thing. Dope. We have something like that. We'll still be dropping content on those channels because even though YouTube is only giving us like $100 a month right now, we're an independent league. I need that $100.
Yeah, facts. That's bread, man.
I need that $100, and I will be here to collect. So we'll still be uploading battles on YouTube. They will just be dropping on the app first, and also for free.
Now, what's the time period? What's the gap between YouTube getting on YouTube from the app?
Well, replaying one of your older questions, which would make this a lot easier for me to answer, would be a lot of the inspiration I got from my app did not come from the URLTV app. It actually came from the WWE Network and the UFC Fight Pass.
Yes.
So a lot of it is based off of that. Battles will be dropping 60 to 90 days after they happen on the app. Now,
okay, cool.
As far as UFC, let's say this weekend Nate Diaz is fighting Jorge Masvidal, right? So this week, UFC will be uploading Nate Diaz fights as well as Masvidal fights to their YouTube channel for free.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be doing the same thing. So let's say Dunch vs. Mike P is out. Now, let's say Dunch vs. Mike P is out right now for free on the app. Let's say within the next coming months, I set up Dunch vs. a big name. I'll drop him and Mike P on YouTube to promote that battle
To
being
promote the battle. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah. No, and that's the thing. Like I told you earlier, I was actually going to do like a little quick vid because I just found out about it this morning, and that was the one I think is very more so comparable, not to the URL app, but it's definitely more so in line with the WWE model. Even so, with the whole like nostalgic feeling of going back, going to like collection series, which are 2016 and 17 releases, which I think is very important. Now, when I speak about that, does that have to do with because you guys might not do the URL thing and try to drop 3 or 4 new battles per week, so this can kind of like feed that, I guess, hunger for battles where you can be like, I got a lot for you to watch until a new battle comes? Was that the mindset?
It's more so like, people fall down rabbit holes. I know I do. I know I go on YouTube and I'll watch a battle, and then 4 hours later I'll just be watching fat people falling compilation. You know what I mean? Like, people fall down rabbit holes. So it's really, you go into the YouTube app. Let's say we set up recently, who's somebody I gave a shot to develop them recently? King Jables, for instance, right? King Jables just battled Rum Nitty.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
The point of the catalog being there, so let's say you go on the app and you go, wow, Rum Nitty versus Jables was really crazy. I've never seen him before. Let's check him out. All his battles will be there for you to watch.
Nice. Wow, that's
so it's
dope.
Really more so the catalog is so when you do discover new people, you can just go fall down the rabbit hole, watch their whole catalog.
That's very interesting.
I know it's the same thing with me. When I find an MMA fighter that I like, when I found out Mock Vidal was when he KO'd Ben Askren, I went through his catalog. I was like, wow, this guy's done a lot of fights. He has 34 fights, and I'm just hearing about him now. I went so deep back into that guy's career that I found out he was fighting in backyards with Kimbo when I was like 12.
That's crazy.
So people want to do their history, and I think that's like the most essential part of the catalog there, is because people will be finding new battlers they've never seen before, and I want to make sure that their history is more accessible to you.
Okay, now this is important because a lot of people want to know. This is like one of the first things I was kind of seeing floating around. Compatibility. What will it be compatible to as far as like your Fire Sticks? And I don't even know how many people still got that, but just compatibility around the board. What are you guys going to do going forward when it comes to that? Because a lot of people are not accessing Chromecast.
This is actually a question I was waiting for somebody to ask. When we reach about 200 paid subscribers, maybe 250 paid subscribers, we'll be moving on to phase 2 with our app. And the app after that will be available on Xbox, PlayStation, Roku, Apple TV, all your smart TVs. That's... Sorry, I got somebody.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Remind me in an hour. iPhones are the shit. But yeah, sorry, I got completely distracted. But yeah, after like 200 subscribers, we'll be moving on to phase 2, getting it on Xbox, PlayStation, Roku, Apple TV, pretty much everything, every smart TV. If you want to, you'll be able to get it on your Nintendo Switch and watch it on the plane if you want. You're also able to download battles in the app. So let's say you're going on a 6-hour flight, you can go download 6 hours worth of battles on the app and go watch it on the flight.
Now, is the download availability, does that come with just downloading the app for free, or is that you have to be a subscriber to a certain package to get that?
I'm about 80% sure that you have to be a subscriber to do that.
Okay.
But
which is fair. That's fair.
You get your 7-day free trial, download them, and watch them on the plane.
There you go. That's fair, and I think something like that should be for your subscribers who are loyal. And you guys do have a really good, strong fan base, and your foundation is solid. Like, I like the way, like, your whole build up of this league. It wasn't just some fast food type of service style league that you just threw together. You're very diligent in what you're doing over there. Another question I've noticed, I see more, and this is something I've been preaching about, and props to you for taking the initiative. I've been saying that battle rap has to survive off of more than just matches. So like content that surrounds the battles, whether it be, media vlogs or shows and things like that, just original content. Can you just get into some of the content that you're going to have that's besides battles?
Yep. Yeah, we are. I know we've already been playing a lot of Cortez's The Real Rap Sheet. We play it during the pay-per-view. We're going to be putting their episodes on the app as well. Right now, I'm looking to expand our staff to have people help me do that. We have everything that we need as far as making a podcast or any type of interview series or something like that. It's really just about the staff expansion. As far as right now, we are uploading extra content from The Real Rap Sheet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to Ben Swayze.
As well as some stuff from Let's Talk Battle Rap.
Oh, yes. Those are my guys. Shout out to France and all of them. Yeah, I feel that, because those are the guys who definitely been holding the flag for the league, so they deserve that look. Shout out to them. Props to them. When it comes to going forward, what is like your next main focus? Because it's a dope app, but nothing is perfect. Things can be improved upon. Right. Even when I'm sure you look through it and you're like, we got to work on that. What's the main thing moving forward? The first thing when it comes to improvements, you're probably going to take a look at.
I have some of the stuff I don't want to say because I want it to be a surprise.
Oh, cool. I respect that.
I definitely have some ideas on. How can I say this? A little more interactive with the subscribers. Not exactly like a reaction button, but something to make it a little more interactive. We have a judged circuit in iBattle. We actually have like rankings. We have a top 10 people with records and stuff like that. We're going to be making it. We're going to be making judged battles able to be voted on by subscribers. And maybe people who aren't subscribed. I haven't really decided yet. But it'll be more interactive for the people on the app within the next coming months. They'll be able to do more stuff there. I know I'll be making announcements there, and people will be able to comment and like the same way they do in like our Facebook group or, on Twitter,
Sure.
You know how YouTube now has that feature where you can make a post like you can on Facebook. I think we're going to be putting the same type of feature on the app where people can discuss and debate new matchups or battles that just came out. We'll definitely be adding new features within the coming months. What they are, I kind of just am not totally prepared to speak on,
Understood. You want to keep some. You definitely got to keep some things under wraps. So I definitely respect that. So I asked you about the YouTube and the collection.
I will say it'll become more interactive. That's the best way to put it. It'll become more interactive for the people on it.
It'll be more interactive. How are you going to gauge the success of the app? Is it just going to be with the amount of subscriptions, the feedback from the fans via like the social media, how the battle rappers talk to you about, like, what is your gauge on if it's being successful or not to you?
I feel as though it already is successful because majority of the feedback is completely amazing. People really love the way it functions. They really like pretty much everything about it. So I feel like I'm already really successful in it. If I want to continue being successful, I would say that I hope everybody enjoys the updates that we have coming in the future.
Nice, man.
I'll never gauge the success off money. I'll gauge the success on how user friendly it is and if people are enjoying what we bring to the battle rap culture.
That's respect. Because, money can't really gauge how much is affecting people who don't really, base battles off of money.
Money is the worst thing to ever happen to battle rap. The second that first guy was like, you know what, I want to be paid, that's when shit went out the window. Right?
You want to hold another episode? You want to talk?
That is a whole nother conversation. But I will never gauge it on that because, to be honest, the battle rap business is broken. 99% of battle rappers cannot guarantee a return on investment for their booking fee, and it's broken. It doesn't make sense. If you go to, I work in the financial district in Manhattan. I have friends on Wall Street, and if you break down like the battle rap business to them, the structure of it, they'll fucking cry laughing.
They'll
it doesn't
laugh
make
at
any
you.
sense, right? But yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all. It makes sense for Smack because he has it on lock. Battle rap is Smack, and that's awesome. But for everyone else, it doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah.
So,
and that's what's funny, because when I look by and people like, yo, they should get sponsors like by Nike. I'm like, do you think Nike is looking at this shit and like, yeah, I want to get my hands on this? Like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, right. But Tiger Woods cheated on his wife, and they forgot he existed. Battle rapper cheats on their wife twice an event.
Oh man, I didn't mean to laugh at that.
One Arsenal battle, and we lose every sponsor we have.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. So what is your next event? Because that's going to be, a lot of people are going to be looking forward to seeing how that plays on the app, as opposed to what's already there, that's already been kind of embedded. So what's the next event that we can expect to be on the app?
Well, when do you plan on dropping this?
I'm quick. This goes out later today.
Okay, boom. So I'm going to say some things that I haven't said yet anyway. But, all right, so I have an event coming up November 9th that is all up-and-coming battlers. It's battlers I'm developing. That will be obviously pay-per-view and VOD on the app for everybody who's subscribed. The same day as Town Business, November 23rd, I'll be throwing an app-only event at a secret location with a couple battlers from the UK, a couple battlers from the US. It'll be an app-only event, so people who are watching Town Business between the battles will have other battles on the iBattle app. And then December 7th, I'll be doing Caustic from the West Coast. He'll be battling Sweeney from Philly. Sweeney's one of the battlers we've been developing in iBattle. He's one of those very laid-back, sarcastic asshole battlers, so him and Caustic is a really good style matchup. And Tycoon Tax will be making his return to battle rap, battling City Towers on that card.
City Towers.
So those are,
Oh man, that's a blast from the past right there.
Yeah, him and Tycoon Tax are two battlers that are really from just a different era, and I really like bringing battlers from different eras. I've had Frankie Wax from the WRC's battle recently. I've had a couple battlers come back from Grind Time, a couple battlers come back from Don't Flop that haven't battled in a long time. I feel like their styles need to be promoted in the new era of battle rap, just for the inspiration factor. It's like if everybody's just watching Rum Nitty, everybody's just going to be Rum Nitty. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it.
You have to bring them. You have to bring those old school styles back, just to teach these new kids new shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Sometimes you need to book Troy Brown. You need to book City Towers. You need to book M City. You need to book Reverse Live. You need to book these people from different eras, because my job as being an artist in artist development is I need to teach my battlers. You know what I mean? So I need to bring these people back. And as fans, I don't want to keep seeing the same type of battlers, you know?
Me
if
neither.
I'm watching a full card and I paid $30 for the pay-per-view, I don't want the battle I'm watching to be exactly like the battle I just watched or the battle that's happening after this one, you know?
Yeah,
so
and that's a testament to your league.
Bring the names back.
Yeah, it's a testament to your league.
Yeah.
And shout out to my man JB, was a legend. He put me up on Vinny Black versus Confressi. People go check that out. I watched that battle. A really, really dope contrast. Like, I like the versatility of your league is so refreshing, because I think you guys have something for everybody that appeases the masses in total, where you got your street guys, you got guys who are just lyrical and witty and funny. You got, like, what was that? But, and I know I'm drifting off from the app shit, but I'm so like intrigued with the league. I was just curious, was that like a conscious effort, or did that kind of just happen organically, just picking guys who were nice to you personally?
It's definitely a conscious effort, because you know, one thing that's important in artist development is, like, people can learn to write and perform, You can't teach personality, you know?
That's true.
And I think battle rap lacks genuine characters, and that's what I go for in my booking. I definitely look for people who are different than the normal. You know, I got a Satanist battler, I got skaters, I got Cofresi's a pastor. You know, I got people that live in the woods, I got people that live in $1 million penthouses. We have 2 lawyers in the league. We have, I mean, you know, there's all shades are within iBattle, you know, and I really try to keep it like that. I want there to be somebody for everybody. And I think it's important when it comes to style matchups too. You know, like I've done Bubba Ford versus Athena, where Bubba Ford is, you know, a 7-foot tall 18-year-old from East New York, and he's battling a 4-foot little white girl from North Carolina that lives in the mountains in a city of like 25 people. You know what I mean?
That's great.
So they're from completely different walks of life, and if I didn't call them, they would have never came across each other's path.
And that's,
you know, and I think that's really important to do in battle rap.
No, definitely. I definitely agree with that. Look, man, I already downloaded it. I'm looking at shit that I haven't even seen. Like, I didn't even know there was a Beat Magic battle that happened years ago. Like, you're definitely right, because I'm a wormhole guy when it comes to YouTube, too. So, like, I'm looking at shit like, wait, that battle happened? You know, and because when you consume so much battle rap, you miss shit naturally without even trying. So, to have this shit already organized like that is just brilliant.
One thing I've noticed is I feel like the battle rap fan base resets every 2 years. I feel like every 2 years there's a whole new wave of fans because something happened. You know what I mean? Like Soulcon came back to Battle Disasters, and now there's a new like 10,000 fans. Or like Cannabis, Cassidy, little stuff like that. Something goes viral, hard-hitting poet with Roan. Every 2 years there's like a whole new wave of fans. And the cool thing about iBattle is people don't know that we've been around since like 2013, you know? 2012. So you can go, the wormholes go all the way back. There's battles that we have on the channel we have Blackheart Adonis versus JC. We have Lotta Zay versus Brick Belvedere. We have Dirt versus Bender. There's like so many battles that happened on iBattle that people just don't know about because of the culture reset.
Yeah, that's true, because Blackheart Adonis, people need to watch him. He was one of the illest punchers.
People don't even know who that is.
I know, and what's sick about it, because, like, see, people don't realize, like, I'm from that era where Facebook was the Twitter. So if you was, like, in Facebook groups, you would get that shit dropped to you, like, in Blackheart Adonis versus JC was, like, a matchup I wanted to see. And, yeah, like, go check out that battle. So, like, it's on the app. So, yeah, man, this is refreshing, and, like, for a head like me, a battle rap head, I'm going to be on this shit heavily. Definitely supporting this. Definitely gonna talk about it more, and more people need not only just talk about this, because I know you're gonna probably hit a mad media run right now, because this is really shaking up in a good way the culture. So you're gonna get a lot of attention. But I hope people don't just like make this a temporary thing. Not only support the app, but support this man's league going forward. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really solid, man. The foundation is strong, and it's improving. I feel like every month with something new, a new battle that I come across, and it winds up being an iBattleTV battle. And I'm like, shit, they're doing their thing over there. So salute to you, brother, and I appreciate your time. Is there anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
There's one thing that we didn't speak about that you kind of just reminded me of, the last thing, and that's when it comes to support the league. You know, yeah, for sure, support us. But another big point of what I'm trying to do with this platform that we've acquired is I want to use it to help other independent leagues. I have a lot of friends in battle rap that are also league owners, you know, and I have more in common with these people than my own friends that I hang out with on a daily basis, because we have we live the same life. They're league owners, but they're 3,000 miles away, right? So what I want to use this platform for is I want them to use it as a new stream of income for their leagues. And what I mean by that is B Magic versus Carter Deans, right? The battle that you just brought up. That's not an iBattle battle. That battle was on No Coast. They sent the battle to us, and they've sold it singly for $2.99. I'm not sure how many people bought it, but I think it was enough to at least pay for a hotel room or two when it came to throwing the event, right? So
Right.
the best thing about it is that it's a new stream of income for other platforms, and a lot of league owners that I'm friends with will be sending us footage so that they could help get returns on investments for these battlers that they book. Because like we said, a lot of people can't prove their booking fee and why they deserve that amount, right? So a lot of the time people pay this amount to battlers and they can't make that money back. It's almost impossible, right?
Yeah.
They would have to have their own bar, a merch table. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys are fucking selling weed during the event at the same time that they're throwing it just to make that money back. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I want to use this to hopefully get it to the point where, like you said, if there's a single battle that you want to see, if these guys are throwing, let's say hypothetically, a league out in the Midwest throws Mac Myron versus Drugs, right?
Right.
And they come out of pocket anywhere from $3 to $4 grand for that battle, right? It's very hard to make $3 or $4 grand off a battle rap event, especially if you don't have pay-per-view or VOD or a pop-in merch table or
Right.
your own
You gotta
bar
have the
or anything,
resources
you know?
to recoup.
It's very hard to do that. So if we can just at least use it to send me Mac Myron versus Drugs, we'll put it up for $4.99. I give you 100% of the profit, even if you only make $100. It's $100 you didn't have, right?
Wow. Oh, you definitely for the culture. Nobody can. Yeah. You are.
Well, these are my boys. These are my friends. Like these are like I ran a whole nother league before iBattle. I was running beast mode with my man Wheezy in Toronto. I lived in Toronto for 3 years. You know, I've been booked all over the world. So these people have brought me out to battle. I've sat with them. I've been with them as they lost their money. You feel me? I've
Right.
like been at the after party with them where they're like, "Fuck, I just took a $2,000 loss." You know what I mean?
Yeah. So when you
It's
say
not fun.
independent leagues, what are some of the leagues we could look forward to? I know there's some you probably can't speak on because it's not written in stone yet, but are there some?
Right, and I definitely want to surprise people with the people that we work with too. But you could definitely bet on people, no coast battles being on there, beast mode battles being on there, and pretty much any league that reaches out to me and goes, "Yo, Lex, I have this pretty interesting battle that I'd like to make some money back on." I'm not going to tell them no, especially if it's a good battle, because you have to remember, if you're subscribed to the iBattle app, you get it for free.
That's
So really,
what
I'm
saying.
also giving my subscribers really good battles for free that they wouldn't get.
That they wouldn't get. So I think that's so. Excuse me. If you're a league out there, because I know a few leagues, I wouldn't say they're struggling, but you guys are in need of some exposure. If you're listening to this, 'cause I know a lot of league owners and like a lot of people behind the scenes more so listen to my show than I say like actual battlers, which I'm cool with. I actually like that. I get more information from people behind the scenes. So if you're behind the scenes, you're listening, reach out. He's saying he's here for you guys, and he will get you some type of money to recoup back from your battles that you spent, the money that you spent on battles. Is there
And I'm not taking a percentage. I don't want any of the money.
no percentage? He says nothing. That's all you. So reach out. Don't hesitate. And he's social friendly too. He's not one of these guys who is not on social media, like being lazy with the promo. He's out here, so he's visible, so he's not hard to reach. So I don't want to hear no excuses. Don't want to hear that shit. For real.
Nah, they're gonna have excuses. You know they're gonna.
No, that's a fact. Yeah, well, I try. Yeah, nah, I'm dead in that. That's why I'm here to dead shit. I break narratives. We ain't doing that. But yeah, man, yo, this shit is good, man. Is there anything that we've missed that we should talk about as far as your app goes? Like, I feel like I've gotten all my questions out, and I even had some follow-ups because it was such an interesting time to talk to you about it. Is there anything else you would like to bring up?
I feel like we covered all bases, man. It's free. Go check it out.
It's free.
The free is for me.
Yeah, it's free. Go check it out, and I'm telling you, once you download it, as soon as it pop on, pause it. I don't know, yeah, some of you guys are crazy with the pause, but as soon as it pop on, you will be like, whoa. It kind of like, it takes you back, like, oh, this is different. Especially, and again, I'm not here to compare, but it's just a different look, different layout, and it's just way more stuff to get into. Check out the real rap sheet too. Check out all the battles. Check out the classic battles. It's like I believe it said all-time great You got like a category like
Yeah,
that? I
man.
seen
Listen, upon download, it's free to download. The second you download it, you have like a 500 plus battle catalog to go through.
500 plus.
It's a free flow.
That shit, yeah, and they don't put out whack shit. I'm just keeping it real. I'll tell them if like I wasn't feeling they shit. Like they don't put out whack shit, and it's quality. So be sure to check it out.
We most definitely have somebody for everybody.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I seen a preacher go against a street nigga, and I'm like, oh, I'm a little worried. What's the fuck going on? This shit crazy, bro. But I love it. I love it, man. Lex, appreciate your time, brother, and I will be talking to you soon again, and also, you know, talking about your next event and all the other shit that you got that's dope going on, man. Salute to you.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you taking out the time.
Man, absolutely. Listen, everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Please support that app. It's on, if you got an Android, it's on Google Play, it's on Apple. That shit is available. It is out there. I will be posting links and all that good shit. Just holler at me on Twitter at PodTier. And as always, keep it battle rap. Love.